Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in your sight. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. God is a good God. Despite our circumstances and situations, God is still good. Despite how we may treat him or disappoint him at times, God is still good. And we must recognize that God is not in need of our help, but we always need help from God. And because we'll need him before he need us, we better learn to give him a praise while we got a chance. While the breath is still flowing and the blood is still warm in your body, praise him while it's day, because night is coming when no man can work. Amen. With that, I just want to know, do I have anybody know he's worthy to be praised? Have you done anything for anybody this week? I was on the phone last night. It wasn't none of you all, so don't try to figure it out. I was on the phone with somebody almost over an hour, almost 2 hours at the point of suicide last night. Listen, you still in your right mind. You ought to give God a praise. So God is good, but in that, sometimes, Sister Carolyn warned, we feel like God has left us. Sometimes we feel like we're all by ourselves, and at times we feel like we have let God down. And at times we do let God down, and many times we feel God has forgotten about us when we let him down or disappoint him. But God had a disciple by the name of Peter, one of his strongest disciples, perhaps, or one of his favorite disciples, the voice of the disciples, let God down. And in letting God down, God used him the most. Our Sunday school lesson, those that don't know, we do have Sunday school every Sunday morning at 9 o'clock. But in that teaching time, the theme verse was, God has no respect of person. God can use folks that we cannot. God can use people that don't have the status quo, the money that others have. God just needs people to be available. And I'm so glad that God does not operate like us. And God can use the least, the last, and the left out to bring glory to his name. I'm glad he don't need sophisticated, smart folks from up north to always speak about his name, because God would never have chosen me. And I thank God that he not only chose me, but he chose you also. Amen. And so we see Peter is one that we all know the story, how Peter denied Jesus 3 times. And Jesus told him, you were going to deny me 3 times before the rooster could even crow twice. And as a matter of fact, he said, even one of you at the table with me, they even dipped the bread in the same time. Shall deny me, somebody shall betray me. But yet Jesus speaks to him in Luke chapter 22, verse 31. Look at verse 31 and 32. It says, and the Lord said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat. But I have prayed for thee, that thy faith fails not. And when thou art converted, strengthen thy brethren. I want to talk from the subject of Sister Samuela, if you allow me to, for the next few moments, how to make it in perilous times. I don't know if you realize it or not, but we are living in some perilous times. We live in perilous times when the young mother giving birth on last week or so lost her life, but the baby's still living. Perilous times. When the cops can bust in the house to look for the grandson and the cops kill the grandmother. Perilous times. Perilous times when you see your child to school and then 35-year-old teacher fall in love with your 13-year-old boy. Perilous time when you can raise your child, your son or daughter up in Sunday school and they grow up to do things that are contrary to what you taught them, even to Christianity. And you still have to love them and listen to everybody that's talking about their group of friends. We are living in some perilous times where right seem wrong and wrong seem right. And if you're going to stand for right, many times you got to stand all by yourself. We are living in such perilous time that our president, our great president of these here United States of America, can talk about grabbing females' private parts and nobody say a word to him. But if my third grade or fourth grade or fifth grade your child says in their classroom, they'll be suspended for 10 or perhaps expelled from their school for the rest of the school year. We are living in perilous time where we want to kick out the folks that build this nation, kick out folks that do stuff that we won't do. We work for minimum wages, and minimum wage can only buy a gallon of gas, and we work all week to go buy some more gas to go back to work. But I stopped by to tell you, that is just part of Satan's plan to get your eyes off God. Trouble in your life is designed to get your eyes off God. Sickness in the body get your eyes off God, and people coming against you, scandalizing your name, talking about you, calling you everything but a child of God is designed to get your eyes off God. But I want to tell you, if you keep your faith strong in these perilous times, you'll come out better than it was when you went in. How do you know, Reverend? I'm not by myself. I know I have at least 10 witnesses in the building here that can say I went through stuff that was designed to take me out of here. I went through stuff that was designed to kill me. I went through some stuff that was designed to make me lose my mind. But when I came out, I was better than it was when I went in, because now I praise God, not because of what I heard, but because of what I know for myself. Do I have anybody here know that God will bring you out some stuff? The Hebrew boys came out the fire, Daniel came out the lion, then Lazarus came out of dead man's grave, and not only them, Jesus came out of the grave after 3 days. And don't you know God can bring you out of some stuff? I wish I had somebody in the building know some stuff that Satan meant for evil. God has a way of working it for our good. Have you ever failed in some way? Have you ever caused trouble or heartache in your family or your friends' life? Have you ever made decisions that is life lasting or cause an impact on you or those around you? Maybe it had to be an impact on people closest to you and you didn't know how you're going to get out of that situation. Many times we all fail, and the only people that never fail, Sister Banks, are those that don't do nothing at all. Every successful individual, every person that make it in life, at some point or another, they have failed. I know you look good right now. It's not because you haven't failed. It's because there's some things you tried, you messed up at, and God taught you a lesson, and you can stand now because of what you've been through. Do I have anybody here that say, I'm the person I am because of some mess that I messed up some years back? Don't think you got it together the first time. It's because we went through some stuff. Sometimes God has to take us through some perilous times that we can really appreciate His glory. We all have been in difficult situations at some time or another. There are many of us here today that really had to press out to come to church because you have failed and let God down. You're embarrassed, you're ashamed, you don't want to be around other folks that do about your stuff. You feel like you're all alone. You feel like you're by yourself. You're ashamed of your family. You embarrass your family. And it seems like God has left you to rot and die by yourself. But I stop by to tell you, God has no respect of person. God can take folks that has messed up, put some age on their mess, and you put mess and age together, and now they got a message. I wish I had somebody say, I didn't get a message until I got enough mess. Everybody got a suit on now. Some of them started in living overalls. Everybody says I'm doing well now. Some of them started at the back of the unemployment line. People driving cars now that's flashy and look good because they remember when their mom and daddy had them to walk to the store. Don't you know you have come from a mighty long way, and you can help me preach this morning and say trouble don't last always. God help bring you out some perilous times. Peter here, one of Jesus' favorite disciples, and get a time to read the Bible and had told it out. Jesus used Peter when he used everybody else. When he went to the Mount of Transfiguration, the text says he called Peter, James, and John. When he went to the mount to teach the disciples, when he identified the disciples, he said he had Peter, James, and John, and the other disciples there. When Jesus healed Jairus' daughter, he made everybody stay outside, but he grabbed Peter, James, and John to go to inside. I stop by to tell you, it doesn't matter how close you are to Jesus, you still can mess up. I know y'all saved folks this Sunday, but saved folks still mess up. Look at your name and tell them you mess up too. Look at the other one. Now that was a little bougie. We got that bougie neighbor on that side. Look at her. Tell them you mess up too. It doesn't matter how long you walk with Jesus. It don't matter. It doesn't matter how many miracles you see Jesus have done before your eyes. You still can mess up. And Jesus said, one of you going to betray me, and one of you going to deny me. And Jesus, on that Thursday night, as they took him from judgment hall to judgment hall, Peter was there. Don't you know, Peter had already told Jesus, Sister Johnson, I'll never leave you. This is the same Peter that when he found out the blessing of Jesus washed his feet, he said, don't wash my feet only, but wash all of me. And Peter told Jesus, I will never leave you. But when trouble got hard, I'm going to tell you, nigga, part of people will be with you. As long as things are going good, y'all going to make me happy this Sunday. People are with you as long as things are going good in your life, things are going well, and you can help them out. But when Jesus was being beaten with the 39 lashes, Peter was there. They took him from judgment hall to judgment hall. Peter was there, but somebody looked over at Peter and said, listen, ain't he one of those Galileans? Peter said, no, not me. Be careful, Tremont, be careful, Savannanites, what you say you won't do. It's easy to say what you won't do when you're not in that situation. It's easy to say you won't fry, but you ain't been put in the grease yet. I stopped by to tell some of y'all pressure bust pipes. Don't you know, one of the best quarterbacks in the league is not quarterbacking right now because one of his kinfolks told on him. Don't you know, you be careful what you say you won't do. Peter told Jesus, I'll never leave you, but when the pressure got hot, Peter said, I don't know that. And somebody said, listen, when you want his followers, Peter said, I don't know the man. Then there was a little girl that said, yeah, he was one of them, and he cussed. I would tell you what he said, but y'all cussers know what y'all say. When people getting on y'all now, Peter cussed the little girl out.
See, he was so upset. Don't you know when you be careful what you want, what you say you won't do, but yet in his failing God and disappointing God, Luke had already recorded that Jesus says, Peter, Satan desired to sift you because there's something in you, Peter, that may not be in everybody else. The reason some of us go through trouble after trouble, trial after trial, because Satan knows if I ever get this ball on the right track, he can turn this world upside down. God told Peter, he said, Peter, Simon, called him by his holy Simon, Simon, and y'all young people say, y'all, that's his government name. Simon, Simon. Satan desire Tremont, Satan desire choir, Satan desire preachers, deacons, Satan desire to sift you as wheat. God don't care nothing about no new, Satan don't care nothing about no new choir robes. Satan don't care you wear a red tie. Satan don't care about the white dresses and white hats. He don't care that you made it gonna get communion on first Sunday. His desire is to steal your testimony. His desire is to steal your praise. Satan will send somebody on your job to make you cuss in front of folks that don't know God. His desire is to get you to forget about the God that brought you out some stuff. You have about 5 folks here that know I'm telling the truth this morning. But the good thing about here, it says, Simon says, behold, Satan desired to have you. Satan wants you on his team. Not only want to have you, that he may sift you as wheat. Let me help you out. Let me take it back. Those don't know anything about country living, ancient country living. The wheat, the tares, all that stuff looked the same. But they would bring the wheat in the floor, and they would step on the wheat. Before the machinery came, people would step on the wheat to separate the chaff of the husk from the wheat. And once they stepped on it and it separated, they would pick it all up and just throw it up in the air, and the wind would take the shaft of the husk and blow it away. And the real stuff would fall back down. I stop by to tell you, sometimes you got to let the wheat and tear roll together. When the going get tough and the tough get going, God will separate the husk from your crowd. Everybody with you while things are going good, but let them get stepped on. Let them get tossed and driven by the wind. And God, those that remain, those are the ones that's ready to give God a praise. See, true praisers don't need money to praise God. True praisers don't need a Mercedes to praise God. True praisers don't need a 5,000 square bedroom house to praise God. There's nothing wrong with all that stuff. But if you got to walk to work and you got God, you still can give him a praise. If you live in a cedar white trailer and you got God, you still can give him a praise. Don't have anybody here that say, I've been stepped on, I've been trodden on, I've been tossed and driven, and I still have a praise. And not only that, Jesus said here in verse 32, says, but I have prayed for thee, that thy faith fail not, and when thou art converted, strengthen thy brother. Our adversary, the devil, don't realize we got somebody on our side. It seems like we by ourselves. We all alone because we're going through stuff, and the more stuff you go through, the less friends you'll have. If you don't, since one time, Brother Herb, when I went to college, came back home, got in a fight with a bunch of friends, and then got in a big fight down Battle Street in Talladega. The friends that was with me, I looked up, they were inside the stove. Well, I was outside fighting for my life. And ever since that point, even before that, I didn't like a lot of people riding with me. Because if you're going to get in trouble by yourself. And I might encourage you to do wrong, but if you slip up and do wrong, You don't need nobody in the car to point the finger at you, and you go to jail and they go home. Somebody will say it was bad advice. Yeah, sometimes I mess up. But that may keep somebody out of trouble. Because when friends get in trouble, they always gonna point to your child, and your child be the one in trouble. Sometimes it's best to be by yourself. Because when you get in trouble, you're gonna realize by yourself you will be. Ain't nobody gonna come give you nothing on your books but mama. Nobody gonna come put some food, help you out when you're in trouble, nobody but mom and dad. But learn to realize you must trust and lean on God. But I have prayed. Satan's desire and prayer is that Satan will not take your faith. Trouble gonna come, but keep the faith. Our adversary was Satan, he said in verse 8, that I may sift yours weak. This is an agricultural term talking about the process of husk and wheat separating. Just like the disciples, Satan desired to have your sift yours weak, just as much as he desired to have Peter. Don't think being in church is enough. You come to church every Sunday, read your Bible, and pray, and Satan still wants you. He's not going to leave you alone. He's not like me or somebody else. Satan will not leave you alone. 1 Peter 5 and 8 says, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walking about seeking whom he may devour. Satan wants to devour you. But you got to keep your faith strong. I'm going to give you a couple of things here that may help you out. First of all, realize if you're going to make it through these perilous times, know because you're saved, Jesus have prayed for you. Amen. Peter didn't make it because he was perfect. He made it because he had Jesus in his life. Peter messed up time and time again, just like you and I. But he had Jesus. And we're going to make it to heaven not because we're perfect, but because we have a Jesus. Your eternal salvation, like I said this morning, is secure. The problem is we got to make it through these rough times. Times of trouble don't come, but you got to keep your faith strong. You can't give up on your marriage because one or two things happen. It's going to happen. The fairy tale is just that. A fairy tale. Trials gonna come, trouble gonna come. But guess what? Just like your spouse made some mistakes, you haven't been perfect either. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Your children made mistakes. Guess what? You made mistakes also. I say that because God did not give up on us when we made mistakes. And the same way we can celebrate in heaven one day is because he prayed for us. Jesus allowed the same Peter to walk on water. Jesus allowed the same Peter, when he preached his first sermon, 5,000 souls got saved. His second sermon, 3,000 souls got saved. Don't you understand? You can mess up, and when you're in God's will, God may shake you up a little bit and still use you. I'm glad that I got a Jesus that prayed for me. You got to be in his will. Peter was in his will. And not only that, we have the request of prayer. Not only you, but when God strengthens you, go back and get your brothers. After the resurrection, the text says the ladies went to the tomb. But as the lady was going, they met Peter and John coming from the tomb. Peter had already ran to the tomb. John ran to beat him there, but the text said he went there to make sure nobody took the body. Listen, when you got God in your life and you mess up, you have a way of getting back in God's will. That's when you know you're saved. See, people that don't know God, they mess up and keep messing up. But when you know God, you mess up, you try to get it right. Peter had denied Jesus and he felt bad about it. Judah killed himself, but Peter ran to the tomb. I'm about to tell you, don't let life get you to the point where you mess up and you keep messing up. You're going to fail, you're going to mess up, but sometimes these perilous times will make you a better person. So not only have the prayer of Jesus, we have the request of Jesus, but you have the result of the prayer. The result was Peter was Jesus' greatest disciple in the New Testament after Jesus, then Paul. Your testimony is strengthened because of the times that you're going through right now. You are better because of perilous times. When you have perilous times and you keep your hand in God's hand, God will make those same people that saw you down see God pick you back up. Those same people, when you go through perilous time and trouble your life, the same people laugh at you, got to take the smile off their face when they see you do it for yourself right now. You don't have anybody here that say, I was down, but God picked me up. I didn't have, but now I got a little bit. I didn't know what tomorrow was going to bring, but I kept my faith in Jesus. So all I'm trying to encourage you this morning, Tremont Temple, when trouble comes in your life, keep your faith strong. Trials will come, but keep your faith strong. The bullies of life will come, but keep your eyes on Jesus. I can't fight your battles. Your deacons can't fight your battles. Your